Welcome to 7th episode of A Star in a Reasonably Priced Aurora MR. Now, this is a show where we bring people from Star Citizen, content creators, hopefully someday devs, people I admire, Twitch streamers, talk to them about Star Citizen, how they found Star Citizen, what has their journey, what are their accolades, why they still play Star Citizen, what is so special about it. And then we go inside the game and do a standing start lap around our very secret racetrack. And they get 3 chances to do this lap. This is all done live. This episode's thumbnail is a red thumbnail. It has a red background. If ever you see a thumbnail on my channel with a red thumbnail, that's a special episode, because that's a racer special episode. Because racing community in Star Citizen is huge. I found out about it when I started racing myself, when I was invited by Accolades for Anzia Racing, and then I started shoutcasting and commentating on the races for Anzia, and I discovered how deep and how awesome racing community in Star Citizen is. So I thought we have to have races on this show. They will have their own competition going, right? Our normal content creators, they have a separate lap board, and our racers have their own separate leaderboard. So far we have had Ecobit. So today's my guest is another racer, and quite well known, may I say. Now, before we get into the show proper and I introduce you to my guest, there's also a small giveaway happening on the stream today. It's a Star Chaser Gemini F55 LMG, which is being given to me by Wayne DC. The giveaway will be running during the stream, and then we will pick a winner after we finish the episode, but we'll pick a winner live. And so good luck to everybody. Just gonna explain the giveaway to you once. When you watch the stream, you earn Pitambu, which is the currency. Yes, they're very valuable now. So you earn Pitambu by just watching the stream, by chatting in the stream. Once you have 30 Pitambu, you use the command !buy Kelto to buy 1 entry ticket into the giveaway. But then you need to press the command !Wayne to enter the giveaway. So 2 commands. Once you have enough Pitambu, !buy Kelto, and then !Wayne. And multiple entries are allowed. Go crazy. Okay, and I think Man Fall Down is in the chat. Man Fall Down is Wayne. That's the person who is supporting this giveaway. There's no chat engagement in this. All the redeems are disabled. Nothing will work. Only cruise missiles can be launched, because I want to have a normal conversation with my guest today. Coming to my guest. Well, when I thought of this format that I wanted to do, I already had in my head that I wanted today's guest to come to the show. Right then. Right from the start, I wanted my guest to be here today, because I thought that'll be very cool. My guest today is fast and very stylish, right? One of the most known racers in Star Citizen. Even when I was not doing racing, I knew about my guest today. Okay, it's very hard for me to not say the name, so I'm just gonna introduce my guest to you guys. Please welcome on our set. This is Splen.
Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. It's good to be back, baby. What's up, Lens Nation? Thank you for having me on today.
Proper welcome, Splen. May I say you look the part. Are you sitting in your Razor right now? Are you in your ship right now? Because
you'll never know. I'm at any given time in an undisclosed location for my own personal security. You know, I'm always a target by stream snipers, and you know, some of the worst of the worst in the universe. They know I got it. They want it, but I got it. They ain't gonna get it though. So I'm sorry. I might be. I might not be.
See, the thing is, like, you have to play the part, sir. And I don't know. They might have sent some dodgy bounty hunters carrying double hot dogs for you. So you have to be on.
I have to be on my guard.
You have to be on your guard.
Avoid, like, resisting the double dogs is gonna be difficult for me. But
it is.
I've got some good people on my side. I'm confident I'll be able to make it through.
I'm on your side. Now, talking about exactly what I said. You know, like from the start, I wanted you to come to my show, right? Do you remember? I think this was a year ago or longer than a year ago when we were communicating on Twitter, right? I asked you, in some time, Splen, I will make your proposition, but I'm gonna wait for it. Do you remember that message that I sent you?
I do, yeah, I do.
This was the proposition, so thank you.
We had some good conversations on Twitter.
We did.
And also, I'd like to just start out by saying thank you very much. I'm really honored by all the very kind words you have. I'm just happy to, as always, just be a someone to look up to in the Star Citizen community. Somebody to keep the dream alive here in the racing scene, and just share my teachings and continue being that guy. So thank you very much for, again, the invitation and all of the very kind words. I deeply appreciate that. So.
I will carry that further, and I will say, keeping the dream alive. There are a number of people in the chat right now who are actively keeping the racing scene very much alive and kicking in Star Citizen. You are one of them, Splen, but I have to give a shout out to Ecobit, to Quelsar, to Jacodin. Those are the people that I've already seen who are fantastic racers and great people to hang around with. Right? There is Draconis here as well, who's staff for Anzia Racing, and I have been blessed to learn so much about racing. It is such a beautiful community, and actually the exclamation mark Anzia is also working. There, it'll tell you what's happening on Anzia Racing these days. So you are part of that larger community, and when Ecobit invited me into the racing scene, I say what a blessed day that was. Honestly,
it kind of goes without saying. It was part of my livelihood for a good few years. Where I would have my part-time job was sharing racing with everyone here on Twitch, and it was great. It was a good time, stressful and very very hard. Hard to keep the dream alive sometimes, but of course, what kept me coming back is the community. Always, every single time, anytime I'm like, man, I can't believe I got to practice for this race. What do you mean it's 5 weeks of racing? But then I get in chat and Discord with all the racers, and I immediately remember why I do it. That's why.
Wow. Because
these people are so great. They're good souls. They are passionate about the game. They're incredibly talented pilots, a lot of them. And of course, the community leaders, your Echo Bits, your Black Mazes, your all the guys from Atmo, Crucian, so on and so forth, are keeping the racing dream alive. It's wonderful for us to have this cannonball still hurtling through space, with all the racing bits going after all these years. So it's wonderful. I love racing. I've loved it. I loved racing in Star Citizen even before all of this came to be. I think the only one who was doing anything at that time was indeed Ecobit. Way back in 2016, I believe was the first year, 2015, 16, something like that, of the Crux Cup. And while I wasn't in the scene, I was still racing behind the scenes and learning how to be the pilot I am today. So I love it. It's a wonderful feeling. Star Citizen does it better than any other game can, even with all these crazy flight models. The simulation feels good. It'll always got to be adapting and changing. Hopefully one day we get to be a little more stable, but for now, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
See, the thing with you mentioned Atmo is so awesome, because when we talk about racing scene, we have to mention Atmo. We have to also mention XGR Racing and Anzia. These three pillars, right? I would say these are the three pillars. Is there anybody else, any other dedicated racing community? I don't think there is, right?
Maybe not dedicated, but Black Star Racing.
Black Star Racing.
Some awesome events. The oil rig from last year or the year before was one of the best events I've ever been a part of, and I had also the honor of commentating that race, which is a little weird because I was racing and commentating. But it was
racing and commentating. Okay, that is something I cannot do.
And I don't know if you guys watched the Gravity Rush, but CyberFox is one of the racing commentators, and he learned that day because he was my co-commentator for the oil rig. That was his first time doing commentary.
Oh yeah,
I mentored him as best as I could, and then suddenly he's going live on stage at CitizenCon the same year. Today he sounds more confident than ever. So huge shout out to CyberFox. I'm glad to have helped share my broadcasting and commentating skills to him. So other than that, I'm sure there's some other people who have better knowledge here than I do. I've definitely raced in a lot of underground communities. Individual streamers will sometimes put up events, but Black Star definitely comes to mind as one of the up and comings, I would say. They put together some good stuff.
Also Northfield. Echo mentioned it. Venku was also here with us, chat, and I'm part of Northfield. So we're slowly pushing. We're slowly pushing towards having more events, and we're working on it. do a proper. I mean, of course, there are individual racing events that take place, but the way NZIA, XGR, and Atmo push it, it's like they're definitely on the top echelon, and because there's always the logistics of holding the races. My God! Now, also gotta say, there are many Quelsars in the world who want to grow up to be like you, Splen. I'm referring to the chat message that Quelsars put out there. So just
yeah. So let's actually kind of stop there for a minute, because one of my dreams always, when the community was still pretty small, we're talking like at the start of XGR, so like 2022-ish, 2022, 2021-ish, maybe even before that. I knew the community was small, and one of my goals when I started doing this was to raise my own competition, to make sure going forward that I always had somebody good to compete against. And I want to believe that I have done exactly that, because I am having trouble keeping up with the new generation, and they are good. So I am so pleased to see the up and coming talent in the racing community now. Some of the top racers they're great. And I hopefully, they got some inspiration from watching me racing the last few years and participating in the XGR events. And by the way, shout out to XGR's teaching program.
Wow.
Their student racing program has helped a lot of these racers get their start, people who are just dipping their toes. And now they're winning prizes. They're getting first place, second place, So yeah, that was one of my goals starting out. So to see all these people who, quote, wanted to be like Splen, it warms my heart in the best way. That's really, that was one of my goals when I started. To see it happening one way or the other, it just is so cool. It's the best feeling.
It's a beautiful way. You have a way of putting things. I can totally see you commentating, and I see. Oh, talking about Cyberfox, I think he just followed me yesterday. I think after the tweet went out that Splen is coming to the Aurora MR, he followed me. So thank you, Cyber, for that. I think we will also delve into commentating a little bit, because I absolutely enjoy it. The person who actually gave me the opportunities right here, Echobid. Echobid was the person who's like, I would talk to Echo like, hey, we're doing so much awesome stuff at NZIA. We gotta have really good commentators. And she's like, okay, why don't you try it then? And I started pushing for it, and now I absolutely love doing that. However, man, I cannot race and commentate because I struggle not crashing anyway, so I do not have that skill at all.
I'll be fair here. The commentation for the oil rig was after the fact, right? We did pre-recorded, so I didn't race and commentate at the same time.
Okay.
That would be insane. No, I can't do that either. Just being able to talk to people on my stream while I was racing was challenging as well. I got really good at seeing what was on my screen, and like one half of my brain would just pick apart what's happening on stream, and the other part of my brain would have the controls, right? And I got used to just like kind of the one part of my brain would just go directly to my mouth, and I wouldn't even know what's happening. This has happened so many times. We have so many documented instances of me having full-on conversations with some of my co-streamers, me not noticing what the hell's going on with my racing, and then breaking a world record. Right? Like, it's so crazy. So eventually it's like kind of like walking and chew bubblegum or riding a bike and stuff like that, where you just kind of become second nature to you just through practice. So, but commentating a whole race while I'm racing, no, I'm not that good.
Well,
don't feel bad about that one.
That's a very tough discipline. Now, Splen, you will be very surprised. I am very famous in the streaming world. Usually when I go live, there are like 10,000, minimum 1,000 people watch me.
That's crazy.
No exaggeration at all, man. No exaggeration at all. Just remove 2 zeros from that number. That's a rule of thumb with me. However, I'm so famous. I've got sponsors, every stream, every single Aurora MR episode I do, I have a line of sponsors who want to sponsor this. So I want to run my sponsor spot for today. This stream has been sponsored by Kelto. And here's a word from my sponsors. Have you ever had a moment when you're in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of space, and you think, oh crap, I forgot to buy cruise? I know, it has happened to me. Well, let me tell you about this stream's sponsor. Before you go anywhere in the verse, why don't you make a habit of first going to Kelto Consters, the only place in the verse where you can buy a burrito, a t-shirt, kitambu, a bottle of cruise, and furniture for your hangar at the same place. They also sell plushies. Kawaii! Where else can you impulse buy a frozen pizza and a glow stick at the same counter? Nowhere. That's where. I used to be a very happy person, but now my house is full of stuff I bought from Kelto. Eye drops for dead eyes, Kelto. Filthy glasses for dead eyes, Kelto. Filthy chai cup, unwashed, Kelto. My cupboards are full of stuff that I bought from Kelto. I need therapy. So go to Kelto Con stores. They will stock you up, put Soylent Green in your body, sell you some furniture that you will never use, and off you go to make more bad life choices in the space, die, come back and restock again. I think I'm beginning to understand their marketing model. Oh well, use my referral code, hashtag WhoIsLensNation anyway, which doesn't get you anything. But use it, why not? Thank you to Kelto Con stores for sponsoring today's stream. And here we are. Amazing.
What was that abomination that I just witnessed?
Please, I don't like Kelto either, but don't say that about my sponsors.
Listen, I think not liking them is sort of a understatement. I don't think you understand or know the truth about Kelto. Can I send you a link? I'm going to send you something. I need you to witness some investigative reporting that myself and my team have done on the matter of Kelto's sudden appearance at the spaceport at New Babbage. Would you like to see this?
Have you done a video?
I have done, yes, deep and very scientific investigative reporting.
I get it.
Yes.
I saw it. Hold on a second.
I've sent it to you. Yep, there it is.
Oh, brother. Okay, guys, I think we need to watch this. This is like 5 minutes long.
We should watch sponsors. This is important.
Okay, for YouTube, if you're watching it on YouTube, I'm gonna put the link and a screenshot, a thumbnail of this in the stream, in the video. But for our friends here, I think we're gonna watch it. Shall we just? But we will have to go to the different screen for that. That made sense. I don't know how, but that made sense. I love the reporting. I love the script, and I believe this was a long time ago that you did not even use ChatGPT to write it, and it was all your handiwork. That is actually, I tip my hat to you. Plus, I enjoyed the gimmicks, like the memes that you put into your video. Like it was so, the 3 was just hovering there on the eye number. The whole Jared being lost. It was so. Did you edit it yourself, or did you have somebody else edit it for you?
I did it all myself.
That was very well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what I do.
Seemingly innocent video, but yes, everything about that was very, very nice. I subscribe to you, sir, from my Lens Nation X channel, and I have also given it a thumbs up. Okay, now coming back to our conversation. Now, Star is right here with us, Star DX. He previously in the chat asked, so what is the story behind their awesome jacket? Is there a story behind that jacket?
Yeah, the story is I did like a week's worth of research to find a piece of clothing most reminiscent of an M50 Interceptor.
Oh,
that's literally it. Like I was like, I put these colors into Google. I did research for a long time, and I'm like, I want a jacket that makes me look like an M50, and that's it. I mean, that is the embodiment of me. It's the hot rod. It's the racer of racers. I love the M50. So, it's just branding. It is long story short. Long-winded way of saying it's just branding. I think I got this on Temu or something. It was not expensive. It's nice pleather. As long as I don't wash it, should say, I could probably find it if people want to get it.
Can you tell us where you bought it so we can all buy it?
It was Temu. I think it was Temu. I think it was Temu or something else. Yes, I think it was a Temu jacket. It was, yeah.
Now going back to our conversation, when did you start playing Star Citizen? How did you discover Star Citizen, Splen?
So I'm not gonna divulge my age, but I'm old enough to have played every single Wing Commander, Freelancer, and so forth. So I know Chris Roberts. I followed him. I followed his games, and it came to my attention about 2012, 2013 when Star Citizen, sort of the idea of it, came to fruition. So I signed up as a citizen in I want to say October of 2013. So I'm one of the originals. I've got a 6-digit citizen ID. So, it's been that long since I've been following the project. I didn't lose interest, but my life got busy and I didn't really pay attention again until around 2015, middle of 2015-ish, when the Arena Commander module had pretty much woken up entirely. We were just getting out of the hangar module and I started playing. Mostly PvP at first, just in the Arena Commander. I was there when the very first time the PU opened. When I wasn't PvPing or when the performance was too bad in that particular patch, I'm like, you know what? I still want to play the game. What's this racing? Okay. So I raced, whether in multiplayer or in single player. I spent hours upon hours just racing the 3 tracks that existed at the time, all in 0G, by the way. And that is something we need to talk about later. But
the atmosphere.
So this was Old Vanderval, Rickard Memorial, Defford Link, right? The big 3, the first 3, the Murray Cup tracks. And I basically lived there until fast forward to like 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, 2021 when I first participated in my first prize-winning race, which was the LS3 Classics Cup put on by Ultima.
Oh yeah, Seg, right?
Seg, yes, Segelian, and
Segelian.
that whole time I now. In the meantime, I was still racing, sort of just, going into Arena Commander and doing it when I could, mostly doing solo stuff. But I'm in a big PvP org. I'm actually primarily a PvP pilot. I'm a part of Legacy Fleet. Shout out to Legacy Fleet. I got the patch on here somewhere. There it is. Shout out to Legacy Fleet.
Nice.
So, we're super into very, very tactical PvP play. And I used racing to help myself as well as the pilots in my org hone their piloting skills. Because nothing teaches you how to get your ship from A to B faster than trying to beat world record times. And back in the day, now we're talking like 2018-ish, so tricording was still a thing, right? It was a thing.
Oh yeah, tricording, yes.
And most of what happened in Star Citizen at the time, most encounters still happened in 0G. So those 3 tracks were all 0G. So if you could learn how to tricord and get your ship moving and know what the TVI was and know the limits of your ship and know how to cut off every possible millisecond you could, that gave you a huge advantage in PvP. Huge. Being able to cut the circle and to get behind your opponent and get on top of your opponent and not even know how, they won't even know how you got there that fast, you win encounters. So that was primarily why I kept racing at the time, because I never in my wildest dreams thought the racing scene would turn out to be what it is today at the time. At the time, I'm like, you know what? It's just a nice way to train, nice way to fly around, cool scenery. It's fun to do. I wasn't streaming much, I was just enjoying Star Citizen here and there. And that's that. And so, that's how I started. That's how I started being a racer until, it bloomed into what we are today.
Can I ask you, I started with Enzia last year, like with the racing. I think my first was the Pulse Ignition Expo Cup. I haven't seen you race in Enzia. We miss you there, man. I mean, that's what I miss you there. Can we expect to see you?
So you started in the scene about the time I dropped. So let's fast forward now to about 2024, but start of 2024. And this is a crazy story, so get ready. I was big enough into racing and so dedicated to racing that I ripped my left shoulder rotator cuff from long practice sessions and overuse. Ooh. So I actually injured myself out of esports.
Oh my, okay. Didn't know that. Sad.
Yeah, it was so the 2023 was a long year of me suffering through a lot of pain, getting a lot of injections, seeing a orthopedic doctor, going to physical therapy, until when we got to 2024, he finally decided, hey, this isn't working. We should probably operate. So I got shoulder reconstruction surgery done in May of 2024. So it's been about a year removed and change now. We're in August of 2025, so about almost a year and a half. We're getting there. of, I have a completely rebuilt shoulder. It was a lateral ligament tear, so pushing on my left stick outside to do tricording mostly, and a lot of racing on the snake pit primarily is what did me in. Just having to constantly push and push in the strafes and be able to go as fast as I could.
So you use joysticks for racing, Splen?
Yeah, I am a double stick racer. Wasn't always a double stick racer. It was mouse and keyboard to start, but eventually got into double sticks around 2018, 2017. So I have not, because of everything else in life, with the I'm just going to call it a recession, the way the job market is. Myself, I started my own software development business. I have some workers. I have a lot going on. I have a new house. I'm just very busy, so I haven't been able to get really back in until actually fairly recently. I finally signed up for a race in, I want to say it was June. Maybe it was May. I think it was May. It was the XGR. It was the divisional series at Yadar Valley. Finally signed up again, so about a year removed from my surgery. Kind of celebrated by getting back into it a little bit. Was very close. It was right down to the wire, last turn. Lost at the last minute. I had first place the whole time. It was so much fun. That was, and then most recently Gravity Rush. That's the only two races I've done since the surgery, basically.
Okay, understood.
So we're right there,
I also understand now, because even though yes we have Anzia, Atmo, and XGR, but sometimes the events kind of clash, and you can only, of course, participate. And there's a lot of, as we are talking in the chat as well, the grind.
Yes.
You have to seriously push yourself to get better at racing, and you have to remember the tracks and really refine, because the competition is very, very tough now. So the time it takes to learn tracks, that also kind of limits you in what competitions you can participate. So I can understand, but we would love to see you back on Anzia.
Thank you.
A lot of new things are happening there, and it's pretty good fun.
I have formally been invited to some events, especially by EchoBit, but I'm on the fence a little bit right now, just because I'm coming off of Gravity Rush. It took up a lot of time, and things are just busy right now. I'll get a little personal here. AI is a little bit scary for people in the software development business.
It is for all of us, to be honest.
Right, it is for all of us. And right now, I have a kid. I have a life. I'm not a spring chicken. I have things to think about for my future. And unfortunately, if I want to be able to survive in this world, taking time and spending all day racing on Star Citizen, you just can't do it if I want to be top. So I've not been practicing as much, and that it reflects in my performance. I've been coming close, but I haven't been winning. I just cannot dedicate the time needed to be able to perform to my fans and everyone else's expectations. That's just the way it is, man. Like 95% of what you do in Star Citizen racing is practice. If you don't have the time to practice, you're just not going to make it.
No AI there.
Hang in there, but
there's no
AI there. Thank goodness.
But
it's only a matter of time.
Flight Blades, though. However, the Flight Blades. Well, you are the winner in Qualsar's books, and you are the winner in our book, because you're a really good poster. I'm not going to say child. I will say poster person.
Poster man.
Poster person. has a nice ring to it for Star Citizen Racing. It's called subliminal messaging. Okay, Qualsar, thanks. Oh, Qualsar was wondering, you have many years under your belt, but how come you don't have gray hair? He was wondering. You don't have to answer that.
I do have many gray hairs. I hide them well. I don't dye my hair, but they're up there. I just got a short haircut to kind of put them away. The headset does a little bit of justice for me, but no, don't worry.
This is not top hanger chat. I'm just humoring Qualsar.
Years and experience, Kelsar. That's what I got the show for it.
Me and Qualsar did the commentary together for it was the jump race, the luxury GP and the Crux. It was so much fun. That's the first time I actually got to meet Qualsar. I've known Qualsar's name, but that was the first time. It was a lot of fun. And the biggest contribution of Qualsar in my life, believe it or not, he told me how to use my Tobii eye tracker in SnowRunner. I can't thank him enough for that. In fact, I'm gonna give you some pitambu for that. Qualstar.
The pleasure of meeting Kelsar in real life at CitizenCon 2023. He is a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Kelsar. Kelsar helped me out a lot when I was building my new computer. Just a great guy. So
yes,
excellent human
yeah, no, a great. If I could watch streams all the time, I would watch Qualsar's streams. He's fun because he loves to tell me shut up or mud up. It's no runner. Like, yeah. Coming back to Splen. So because you haven't come to Anzia yet, so just when I do my commentary, I actually go and try to read about every single racer and what is the history. So, but I never got the chance to read about you. So I apologize for that. But why don't you tell us what are the different trophies or different accolades you have collected over the years?
My favorite thing to mention, I think, just putting them all kind of together, is one day I went through and I put together my Twitch earnings, the value of all the ships that I've won over the years as prizes, things that have been sent to me as gifts. So this is just like my overall monetary value of just being good in Star Citizen and being a funny character to watch. And I've made over 5 figures in US dollars being a Star Citizen racer. That's my favorite thing to say. You know, that's like a dream come true for a lot of people. That is now granted
great.
It's I mean, when you put that into perspective, the vast majority of that is it's digital ships in a video game, you know. But you know, so it's just value. It's not really money. No, it's assets. Even if it was money, you know, $10,000 stretched out over the scope of, you know, 2 years of streaming is like, yeah, it's not that much. But you know, it's still a fun thing to say. You know, it's just a fun thing to say that it's cool to know that it paid off a little bit. It's, you know, there's nothing to show for it. But my favorite thing that I did, as far as just raw accolades, was winning the XGR Stanton Cup at the end of, I believe, 2022, 2023. That was wild because that was like I want to say it was a 9 to 10 part race spread out over months. Half of them were Atmo tracks, half of them were 0G tracks. I believe when it was most popular, we had over 30 racers on the track at the same time.
Wow. And the game held.
It was absolutely wild. Some of the greatest clips that I have are, you know, starting the race at Skyscraper, where you see just this swarm of razors get off the buildings and there's just collisions everywhere. It is absolute chaos. And surviving through that and getting through all, they were all like this, getting through all of those races, all however many, and being able to pull off we were so close together that the very last race is what it came down to. Wow. And I had to win it. And I did. I pulled it off in a ship that wasn't even the fastest ship. I was like, everyone was running in Mustangs because it was technically the fastest on paper. I said, no, I'm taking the M50.
M50, yeah. Wow.
So
nice.
that by far, and I have at the very top of my cabinet over here, I have the trophy sent to me from XGR. It's a huge cup. It's wonderful to look at. You know, it reminds me of really, really good times in this game and a really good community. So that by far is the crown achievement of my racing career.
Also, Echo mentioned a few things for you. Like she said that. Of course, before I even mention Echo, I have to acknowledge what Star is saying here. Like, you are also the official Star Citizenship commercial, walking and talking with your jacket.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, in Star Citizen canon, Echo and you are both official Mirai prototype test pilots, and your video on the Fury LX still plays at the IAE. That is, I think, very cool. And
it gives me chills just thinking about it. You know, just thinking about, you know, the fact that my voice is in the game it's surreal.
Wow, stuff of the dreams, man. And
when I first watched it on stream, I couldn't help but tear up. You know,
there's tears of happiness.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh!
Yeah. And now you are on Top Hanger. I mean, come on. Is there any stop to your dreams coming true?
I know. They
is
just
big.
Keep coming, dream after dream. It's great.
This is big for you.
No. Yeah, it is. It's big for me.
No,
I'm not even joking. This is great for me. I love this.
Fantastic, Splen. Thank you, man. Also, you are the first place in Crux Cup 2954 delivery GP at the Super Dragon Tohuran. First place in the Sim Cup a Crux class. First place in the turret class with the Dollar Store and Supernova Pixel. Echo has everybody's history. Top hanger star
to add to that, Echo Bit's Scarlet Apex might be my favorite race of all time.
Oh wow!
Like bar none, that might be my favorite 2 races I've ever done. Echo Bit is a genius track designer up there with like some of the best. Like it's so good every single.
Genius track designer. Hell yeah! There you go, track genius.
Before we get too far away from this, I do think we neglected to mention one of the best racing providers and honestly the cornerstone of Star Citizen racing today, SCR.
SCR Diplomat.
With Diplomat.
Yeah,
oh my
absolutely.
God.
Yeah.
Absolutely
fantastic.
I have the honor of being a big face in that organization. My logo was one of the awards you could win if you're able to take at least get on the leaderboard, I think, maybe even podium in all 3 categories, because I was able to pull that off where I was top in ground racing, top in ship racing, and top in arena commander. If you can pull that off, you can get the S tier badge on scr.gg. Good luck. I also had the honor of winning the 3 time trial masters competitions, the first races that Diplomat put on in the ship division. Took first place for all 3. It was a lovely time. Great format. He runs a tight ship. Excellent racing. So, big huge shout out to scr.gg and Diplomat again. Everybody uses their stuff. Atmo, XGR.
Everybody.
They use the pit tool. They use the leaderboards for their qualifiers. Like it's just great.
No,
it's this enormous cornerstone that holds that's the glue that holds together the racing community. So Diplomat, if you're out there, thank you so much for everything you've done. Huge.
I'm gonna invite Diplomat to this show as well and make his dreams come true.
He's a great,
I will bring
knowledgeable
Diplomat.
person to talk to.
Yes.
Definitely bring him on.
I saw him performing like crazy in the AGRL at Anzia. He flew on the gravity bikes. I don't remember which bike it was. Was it the Nox? No, it was. I think it was the X1. He was flying the X1. My God, he had the fast throughout all the races of all the different classes. He was the fastest lap. Yeah, he was the X1. My God, he had an accident, so he couldn't really. The team couldn't win. But we were blown away in the commentary booth box. So I will actually love to have Diplomat come over. I think I know the answer, but what is your favorite ship in the game?
I'm gonna have to go with the Argo MPUV. Yeah, definitely the Argo. No, obviously not. It is indeed the Orange Jumpworks M50 Interceptor. That is the one for me. Yep.
Oh, that is. I think for a very long time, the M50 Interceptor was the most beautiful ship in the race. Now,
yes.
However, this is a different question. Okay. Surely it's not your daily driver. What is your daily driver? Only one ship.
Only one drip is okay. If I had to pick, gun to my head, daily driver, it would be the Constellation Phoenix.
Wow.
Constellation Phoenix. Now I say this from the scope of like ultimate versatility in mind, and the luxury to go with it.
How? It doesn't have much cargo space.
For a ship of its size, it kind of does. It
has
the same amount as I think it was 96.
Yeah, 96.
Same as the Andromeda. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, that's more than a freelancer, unless it's a freelancer max. So I mean, like. For what it does, but the thing is, it's also a very, very powerful gunboat.
Yes, it is.
Most of the Andromas,
with the PDC especially. Does it have one PDC?
The PDC. It does. I think it has one on the back.
It has one. Yeah.
It has the 2 turrets, which have been recently buffed to have bigger size guns. They're size 3s now. If you're flying, let's just kind of step back. If it's the Andromeda instead, you're talking about having 52 missiles as well. But in general, the Constellation series, if I had to pick one, it would be the Phoenix, just because it has the beautiful, the piano, the bar, the hot tub. It's awesome. It's so awesome inside. As my ship for watching events, if I'm just watching people do Xenothreat or I'm watching fireworks during IAE, it is the ship to have. It's so great. And if you're good, you can fit a snub ship racer in the cargo bay, but it also comes with one. It comes with an Archimedes in the back. So It comes with a racing ship. It really doesn't get much better than that. For a racer, it is the ship that's your Corvette, baby. It's the one. It is good. Now, I will just put this out here. If you're a starter pilot starting in Star Citizen, my daily driver is the Avenger. Always. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
It does everything.
Yeah.
But for myself personally, my first pledge was the Constellation Andromeda. This is before the Phoenix even came out. And I one day hope to be lucky enough to own a Phoenix. I've always just earned the currency and bought it in game.
It's a good choice. I would say it's a beautiful looking ship, especially the hot tub. Kind of do like it. If hygiene ever comes into the game, I think that's the ship that you want. But I see why you are leaning towards it because of the Archimedes.
Before we move on real quick, I have to say, because somebody, I think it was Kelsar mentioning the Avenger as a racer too. We forgot to mention during the accolades that I have won every single race that CIG has personally put on. Okay.
That would be
the two Invictus races.
That is awesome.
Wow. Yeah. So, and one of them was in the Avenger. It was an Avenger race where you had to fly through the Met. That was the very first one that they ever put on with the help of Diplomat. And I smashed that one. I smashed the Dunlow Derby. I did that one live. That was fun. I did it on stream. I think they did another one, sort of one. I don't remember if they actually gave an official prize for it, involved in the buggy racing. I didn't do that one for a million reasons. It was pretty buggy, quote unquote. No pun intended. It was buggy racing at the time. So I didn't enter that one, but all the official CIG ship races that have ever existed in Star Citizen, I have won. So that is a pretty cool accolade to have.
No, that is very cool.
And they put me in a commercial.
Yes.
Put me in a commercial. So it was great.
That is the best. But I don't know what you're talking about when you say bugs. I mean, what bugs, man? I don't know, Splen.
What bugs? Who knows? I'm just talking.
Awesome. Okay. Earlier when we were having a conversation, you said we were going to talk about zero G racing. What was that about? What do you mean by that? You want to elaborate on that?
So I have the odd distinction in the Star Citizen racing community of being the guy when it comes to zero G racing. In fact, I would say I am a much better zero G racer than I would ever be an atmospheric racer. And this is because we kind of alluded to this point earlier. From 2015 to 2022, end of 2022. So we're talking most of the time Star Citizen has existed. The only 3 racetracks they had were 3 zero G tracks, right? And that was, the old Vanderval, Burkett Memorial, and Defford Link. And because of all the time I spent on those tracks, when it came to racing in zero G, and still to this day, I don't think I've ever lost a zero G race, just because of the raw amount of years that I've spent doing that. It's crazy how good you can get. And then again, because a lot of combat happens in zero G, it's wonderful skills to have. Now, unfortunately, those 3 races are atmospheric nowadays. You can't even do. I had kind of pleaded with DJ Bunton, the guy who's in charge of the Arena Commander Strike team. I had pleaded with him because I worked with him very, very closely in the development of the new racetracks. I pleaded that, please leave some legacy versions of these tracks in, that we could still fly those things in zero G, just for fun, just to have them, because they're to me, oh my God, it's like an old friend. It's like something that was always there for 7 years, that these were the 3 racing tracks. So I'm sad we don't have them. However, their lore accurate atmospheric versions are absolutely awesome.
Good.
They did a fantastic job revamping all the tracks. So, they're good. I just, there's a lot of nostalgia with the old zero G versions of them. But anyway, long-winded way of answering your question there is that because of that, because I'm one of the OG racers in Star Citizen, because I did mostly the zero G for so many years before the racing scene ever really took off. It's made me a zero G kind of. I hate to use this term about myself, but kind of a zero G god. If you have any questions about zero G,
nice. Yeah,
like just
very cool.
Just ask, like I've spent so much time doing 0G anything compared to everything else in Star Citizen. It's just like it's like walking to me at this point. So.
That's it. God Racer confirmed. That's it. No, but it's a skill that you earn, and you have the accolades to back it up. To be honest, so you can definitely say it. Like now you can literally say, dude, you don't know who I am. I've been on Aurora MR episode. Like, geez, come on.
That's right. Now I've made it. Finally.
Jesus, yeah. Like this is. It doesn't get better than this. Like, seriously.
Funny story, actually. Funny. This is actually. I meant to bring this up earlier in the show, but I didn't. Did you know that this is the second Top Gun related thing that I've been involved with? And
this is not Top Gun. This is Top Gear.
I'm sorry, not Top Gun. You know what I meant.
Yes,
Top Gear,
yes, yeah.
This is
Top
the
Gear.
second Top Gear. I'm sorry, I just got Maverick on the mind. I'm just
Yeah.
Second, so the first time, let's time travel way back to 2018. Before our community manager extraordinaire I guess he was a Passionate Sky for a while. I don't even know what he does anymore. Mayor of Red, the CIG developer, was just at the time, he was just a dude. I think he was in Test Squadron, actually. And he had a show where he basically did this.
Wow.
But it was a little bit different. His was him mostly just breaking down a specific ship, and he needed a Stig who was good at flying to fly them.
Wow.
Lo and behold, word got around on the food chain, and I'm the Stig.
Hello, Jimmy.
For his show. It was great.
Wow.
We didn't tell anybody. But if you go if you could find Bear of Red's YouTube, you go way back, his sort of top hanger series that he did long before he was a dev. And that's me and the ships, baby. So yeah.
What was the show called? Yeah, I want to know. What was the show called?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'd have to dig it up. It's been
We have to dig it up. Because for me, it was the way it worked out was like I did the top hanger machinima, right? Because that was because my son wanted to do it because he's a huge Top Gear fan. I'm a huge Top Gear fan, and he was like, "Dad, we should do Top Gear in Star Citizen." I was like, "Yeah, okay, not an original idea, but sure, if you want to do it, let's do it together." And then I really started enjoying it and doing it. So we do have our Stig as well, but we call him the Bub. The bub. We just call him the bub.
Nice.
And I have my friend Mistrust who does that for me. And eventually I thought I should have Echo do this for me. But then the thing is, I've done the previous flyings with the ships. So if it's better that if the same racer, the same person does every lap so that it stays consistent sort of way. Yep. But yeah, but it's very hard to shoot those. And I have only been able to do 3 episodes so far. But I think thanks for sharing that information. That is very, very, very cool. I think Star has actually found the link. I'm just going to save that link for later. I'm going to do that so that I can watch it later.
There it is. Yep.
That's the one? Okay, beautiful.
Yeah,
wow. Some Star Citizen history.
The mysterious tamed racing pilot takes the Gladius for a spin to put in our lap board. That's me and the Gladius.
Space Dig Gladius, Bear of Red. Now, is there anybody you want to give Patambu to right now?
Okay, I thought about this. I have to pick one person.
You can pick more. You can pick more.
I'm gonna have to go all in a little bit here, and we're gonna give it to Kelsar. Kelsar has been a staunch supporter of the Splen show and the effort for racing for forever. And again, he was really, really pivotal in helping me get my current build together for my PC, which has allowed me to continue racing, keep it alive. So Kelsar,
that is very important.
Get some more.
That is an
important. Get some more,
help.
baby. Kelsar, thank you, love you, thank you so much. Can I pick a second person?
Please pick.
I feel bad.
Pick.
Because it's Echo Bit. Come on now.
Okay.
Echo Bit is also like just yeah. I don't even have to say it. Like it's everything.
I know how Echo's mind is thinking. Let me tell you, Echo has a lot of Patambu, I'm pretty sure, but her thought process is like, you know what, I don't want to win, I want others to win. That's how Echo is. That's
too bad.
That's the community spirit. Am I right about that, Echo?
You deserve it, Echo Bit. Treat yourself. Try to win something.
Echo is just amazing, and the effort she puts in. I love everyone here. See, she's awesome, and I'm also Arcane. If you're here, mate, I'm gonna give you 30 Pitambu as well to start you off. That's one entry. Okay, let's go back to Splen one more time. So I wanted to ask you, all this fun racing, have you ever participated in the Daymar Rally though?
Yeah, actually, the first year I participated, I won 3rd place in the bike division. Yeah.
Oh, you went for the bikes, man.
I went on the bikes.
You haven't raced Daymar if you haven't raced in the buggy division. Bikes are the easy way out.
At the time, now, compared to how bike racing is today, you're right. Relatively speaking, it was easy. But even so, when you're going 200 kilometers an hour on a game with notoriously bad server-side physics, you make one wrong move and your ship is deep underground and you die. I somehow managed to do it without dying once and still got 3rd place. It was a magical, magical time. The whole video's up on my YouTube. It was nuts. I had Dollar Store Easy and Lothamer and Took as my backups in the air, and they were fantastic. We practiced a lot feeding the information. So yeah, the one and only time I did participate in the Daymar Rally, I hit the podium. I got some prizes.
Awesome.
So, yep.
So that was the first. When was that?
That was 2953. So 2023. This would have been.
Oh yeah, okay.
January of that year. Yep.
So you just didn't participate last year, then, eh? You didn't? Yeah, you definitely did not.
Like I said, I was messed up. The last race I participated in before I went in for shoulder surgery was indeed EchoBit's Sim Cup, where I won the G-Crux Star.
Yes, Echo was telling me about that. Yeah.
That was really the last race I did for a year and change. I just couldn't. I was once I had surgery, I literally couldn't use my left arm. So it was a long road of physical therapy for months and months before I was able to do it again. So.
It'll be interesting to see if you win today, like if you dethrone EchoBit, because yes, you have all the accolades. You have all the accolades.
Blind. I haven't practiced this.
Yes.
We'll see.
I don't know.
It's also an Aurora.
Echo, did you practice when you raced for me? Did you practice? Splen didn't practice. Which is how it should be. It should be fun. I think it's a very Echo did practice. It's a level playing ground in the sense that it's a stock Aurora. There's nothing you can do and change on it, and you just have to do it in the moment. Like you have to do it for us live, and we are approaching that moment very, very soon. We have talked about a lot of things about Star Citizen, about your journey. Now I gotta ask you, because this is a Top Gear show, Top Hanger.
Yep.
Which car do you drive?
Well, I'd like to talk about my fantasy car first of all.
Okay, go for it.
Because I'm not really much, despite all of this, I'm not really much of a car guy.
Okay.
Honestly. Like I'm not.
Okay.
For me, it would be like a V8 1999 black Cadillac sedan. Something with full leather, air ride suspension, comfortable as hell, but it's got a V8 in it. I can push it. So I would want the kind of sleeper luxury car. And I would maybe soup it up a little bit myself. So something with a big old engine in it, but has all the luxurious, like I love. My current car is actually a Kia Optima from 2018. It's
okay.
All leather interior. It's got the cooled seats, the heated seats. I that's what I like in a car. I like, because I have to do a lot of driving. So I wanted to have a nice, comfortable ride, and I do like a little bit of power. Okay, I am a racer after all.
Yes.
So and I can. Yeah. It's that does have a sport mode on it, and I do use it. There may or may not be Eurobeats involved as well. But yes, that is the kind of car I like. A nice luxury car that has some butt to it,
Yes, I think I was going to ask Splen about his fantasy car, but he started with that anyway. So those are the two questions I usually ask my guests. Like, I would actually like everybody in the chat to post your fantasy cars. What are the cars you really wish you could drive, like you could own? And I will say mine. Mine is literally the Defender 90, which is modded. Like I just modded in my way. Land Rover Defender 90. That's what I would love it. The shorty. Please post your choices. Let's hear what realistic. I want an EV Camaro. Okay, Star. That's like okay.
How humble.
I didn't expect. I absolutely didn't expect that. Focus Fiesta ST. That's moot. Nissan R35. Wayne. Okay, Nissan R35.
Ooh,
okay.
Skyline. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's so many different variants though in the Skyline series, yeah, but that's an iconic, the Godzilla. Yes, the Godzilla.
So
Echo, I want to hear your fantasy car. Quelsar. Koenigsegg. Ooh! Echo said it. The Koenigsegg Hesko. Absolute. Yeah, that's how you say Hesko. I think I heard it somewhere. That's how you say it.
You said it a lot better than I could say it.
Okay, say it then.
I'm not even gonna attempt.
No, say that name.
Nope.
It is a demand. Chris Roberts just texted me. I wanna here is a message from Chris Roberts. I wanna hear Splen say it.
Nihongo desu. I can't speak Japanese only.
Okay. Koenigsegg Hesko.
Okay, we'll try it. Koenigsegg.
Yeah, that's it.
Did I do that right?
Yeah.
Koenigsegg.
It's a Swedish company, the Flying Ghost. Koenigsegg Hesko, absolute. It's my son's favorite car too. Echo. Summer loves this car. The car they showed in the Weekly Reader in 2nd grade said in the year 2000 we could have floating cars. That car. Yeah, we have the Wolf launching, so go ahead and buy that, Aviricus. It's a flying car pretty much. Toyota Sprinter Torino. That's isn't that the Tofu car? I think that's pretty awesome. The AE86. That's a Tofu car.
Yes,
that's a Tofu car.
Yes, that is
I am
Tofu 10.
Lotus Emira. Not many people know about that car, man. Lotus Emira, not many people know about it. Initial D, yes. I am a big car person. I'm not very educated, but I love talking about cars and just stay in the know-how.
Well,
Definitely.
I mean, you think about the crowd, right? We're all here enjoying all our different variations and our souped-up ships, and of course, we're gonna have opinions on cars, right?
Absolutely.
You know, obviously, it's just ships in real life. That's as close as we can get, unless you're lucky enough to actually own a plane, which I do dream of getting my pilot's license one day. That's always.
Oh wow, so you're into that? Okay,
I am into aviation, very much so. Yes.
How about your real life, Splen? If I can ask you, what do you do in real life?
I'm a software developer, so I make everything from your back end to front end, business to business apps. I do real estate. I do medical. A lot of medical. Medical has a lot of stuff that needs done right now. But I also make video games. I have a couple under my belt. My company is.
Oh.
Go ahead.
What?
My company is it's Splensoft. So you can look it up. It's splensoft.com. And you can
wow.
see my portfolio there. Yeah, I named it after myself, just for fun, because it's a good name. It sounds fun to say.
Oh, you should have named it Top Hang Aurora MR Soft, but that's okay. I'm not judging you. But wow, when we put it on this YouTube, I will have the screen go in there, and I'm gonna check it out. Wow, I did not know that. So, what is the language that you delve in?
Oh, I know a lot. I started off with like simple web. I mean, I've been doing this for like 20 years. I started off with like simple web dev, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, yada yada. Back in the Web 2, like not even Web 2.0. I made my first website when I was 14 years old. And it was a Star Wars fan website that I made by myself using Microsoft Front Page from scratch. It was great. But moving on, I did a lot of dabbling in the JavaScript. I made a lot of scripts that are still used today. If any of you are tabletop fans, a lot of scripts on that are you probably use them if you use Roll20. Roll20.net. I made tons, and they're all on my GitHub as well. Tons of scripts for Roll20 to make that situation better in JavaScript.
Crazy.
But
good.
my primary language nowadays is I am basically a full stack .NET developer, mostly C#.
You are. Okay.
Yes. So I do a lot of stuff on Azure. Like a lot of my clients use Azure as their backend.
Okay.
So I do a lot of cloud stuff. I dabbled into AWS and done stuff over there. Obviously, I know the classics. If you have something written in the archaic languages of PHP and you use string-based SQL queries, I got you, baby. I'm old enough to know what you're talking about, and I can do it. Okay. But one day I am working on a few projects off to the side. This is all secret stuff. Can't talk about it, but I am making some video games off to the side. Hopefully, one day I will release, as Splensoft, the publisher, a few video games. So that'll be. Coming soon. We'll see.
Very nice. I'm very excited. I think I'm going to follow your trajectory very closely now, because that absolutely excites me. And also, it's not just that there are so many developers out there, so many people who are doing the same thing that you're doing, but you have a taste. you know what you're doing. That is very important, because it's a creative side to it as well, and you understand the flow and the entertaining aspect of it. That is extremely important. So that is very cool. I played this game called Road to Vostok, and that's a one single developer developing it, and that was being developed in Unity, and then the whole Unity fiasco happened. He changed his engine, game engine. I'm forgetting the name, but apparently he says that it's gonna be a good choice for a lot of game devs if they decide to move to this game engine. You probably know about it, but I'm forgetting the name of the game.
Stradius.
I think that's the one. I think Godot. I think that's the one. So
apparently, a lot of devs who moved to Godot.
And he was saying that even the Godot knows that this was a very important moment in gaming history. So they have actually gone full steam ahead, and they have brought in a lot of new updates to the engine. So Godot. That's the one. I think that's pretty good. I do enjoy that kind of conversation. Pretty good, because creating games, one thing, but making them engaging and making them rewarding, and also keeping the good feel vibes, not making them predatory, not making them FOMO is the thing that I would like to see in games. And let's see what we get from you, Splen. But I will genuinely follow that trajectory when we do this. As Echo said, let us know when they're close, but I'll follow on the website. I reckon that's where we will be able to find it. Okay, now, do you enjoy Lego?
Do I enjoy Lego? Who doesn't enjoy Lego? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my son makes Legos around Star Citizen, and every episode I like to feature one of those Legos. So right now, let's have a look what has Summer got for us for this episode. Here we go.
Hello citizens, today's Lego build is a Cure Life med gun. I made it because as I already have a pistol, a multi-tool and a helmet, I was thinking I could make an FPS collection of Lego. So be a collection like my dad's artworks on Lens Nation Art. Well, that was a good idea for me because I already like making these life-size Lego builds. They let me enjoy it and I can kind of use them for other things. Some technical stuff in this is that some of the things are not actually attached to the main body. They're just hovering there. So if you put it at a certain angle, they'll just fall out, because Lego doesn't go upside down for some certain parts. And I'm not very happy with the front of the gun. I could have made it better, but let's just say I didn't know how to make it better. And otherwise than that, I'm very happy with the main body of it. I think I did a good job with making them hover. Thank you for watching this Lego build. 07. Vote the med gun for the ship showdown.
Okay.
That was an excellent. The med gun, that's what an awesome choice too. Something that's so behind the scenes in Star Citizen, and yet, something that's so important, and making the Lego out of that. It looked good. EchoBit said it best. That was actually really, really good. It was very, very nice. Your son should be very proud, and you should be a very proud dad. That's some awesome stuff coming out of there. He's very articulated, seems very intelligent, so you should be very proud. And I hope now is that really for the ship showdown, or is it something else now?
That was last year's Ship Showdown. So that was an older video, and he would just talk about whatever was happening in the game. And you have a daughter who you said is artistic.
Yes.
And as you said, man, I am very proud. My son is growing up with some of the best people, and because he hangs out because we play Star Citizen together sometimes, and everybody knows, Echo knows him, Quell knows my son, Arcane knows my son. We sometimes stream together, but I never try to bring him on camera or something, because this is not meant to be his life. He needs to concentrate on his studies. But Wayne here, Man Fall Down, he knows. I think he is in the best company possible, because online gaming communities can be extremely toxic. He hasn't played Fortnite, Apex Legend, Minecraft, none of that. He hasn't played any of those games. Because I'm a gamer dad, I control what he plays. I absolutely control what he plays. And Star Citizen is the only multiplayer game I allow him to play, along with Hell Let Loose. and I am always there with him
Nice.
when he's playing Hell Let Loose, because that gets very toxic as well. So actually, thanks to everybody here, like Echo, me and Son, his in-game name is Junk Planga. Me and him, we actually have competed together in racing teams for Enzia, so like
Yeah,
Just great,
and also
yeah.
thank you for mentioning my daughter being so talented in the art department. Most parents who grew up as millennials were going to be like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't encourage my kid to be an artist. I don't want them to starve for the rest of their lives. But like with my daughter, it's like, oh my God, like I'm actually going to encourage my kid to try to make something out of this because it's extraordinary. Her mother was an artist.
Wow.
I did a lot of art and I have a lot of creative blood in me. So it's like she has the best of both of that, and she is so talented. Like
good.
She'll right now, like she just spends hours upon hours just like drawing, filling sketchbooks, and it's unbelievable. She's only 12. She's gone to art camps and stuff and is so interested in honing those skills. Like I hope one day, we can collaborate, make a video game together or something, or she becomes a concept artist, because it's wonderful. It makes me a very proud dad to see just how talented she is, so it's cool. It's awesome.
I'm gonna say this because I was just like that as a kid. My parents did not like me drawing at all. So, however, this is what I'm going to say, because I have been an artist. I have always done doodles and whatnot, and some very detailed drawings. I've done art commissions for some big companies. One thing I'll tell you, even if nothing comes out of this as a career, drawing is therapeutic. People who use AI, and I have spoken about this on my streams, yes, AI is very powerful, but you will never understand what a person feels when they draw and create something on their own. It's like having a friend. You feel depressed in your life. That's what I always said. I've never had any mental health issues because I always had drawing to do. If I'm feeling sad, I would just draw something and it immediately made me feel good. So your daughter is set for life. She has a friend that is very reliable.
Beautifully said. And that's all true. It's all 100% true. By the way, I didn't say this earlier, but you deserve it. Your art is absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you, Splen.
By the way. And you talked about this. I actually have one of your T-shirts. At least I have it on the way, because I was involved in the Atmo Esports races last year.
Yes.
So I have a shirt coming. I believe I picked the Arrow one as well.
Arrow is the best.
Like, I love it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite PvP ship.
Beautiful.
So I'm like, yes, give me that. So I have the Arrow coming, and I'm so excited to finally get it once it arrives. So thank you.
Yes, and I agree. I'm reading your chat as well, Alex. First of all, thank you, StarDX, for inviting me back to my own show. I wanted to say that I felt very welcomed. And Alex and Junk Planga, they hang out. They're absolute kids, the two of them. Alex is also a teenager. Just happy to have my son good company, man. I'm just very, very happy about it. There's a funny thing I'm going to tell you. In their school, they made them do the write a letter to your future self, right? So So he started his secondary, and so he was like, I did the smartest thing, Dad. I was like, what? So he wrote the letter to himself, which he will open when he's in year 10, and the letter starts with, "Has Squadron released yet?"
Yes, absolutely. He's going to open that and get a good laugh.
Yeah, very awesome. Okay, shall we jump into the game and start our lap now? And the camera is engaged. I am Oleg Lime. I caught you. There, Space Coder train. Beautiful flying. I think the rain is slowing down a little bit. The thunders are moving towards the Shubin mining facilities. The resource drive has increased the rate of pollution on Hurston Dynamics because they are in the lead. True fists of Robert. Yeah, drop in the bucket. That's true. But we don't say that, sir, because we have this secret racetrack on lease from Mr. Hurston.
Gotcha. I'm just glad they haven't invented smelling in video games yet. That's
True. That technology will come. I think some gifted coder like you might actually invent it.
Oh, man.
The true immersion. Yeah. Oh, I wish more people would watch this entertainment. This is so good. Splen struggling. And there's the polluted skies of Lorville. Then there is rain, and on top of that, Splen is wearing his black aviators. I mean, okay, sure. Talk about making things challenging for yourself.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, we've never had a normal racer. Like, Ecobit was flying as a VTuber, so that's tough, I suppose. Wrong direction, I'm being told, but that's how the camera people fly.
Here we go. Final stretch. Final push.
Here we go. Here we go. Are we gonna see an improvement? Oh, I think we will see an improvement.
Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, brother. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh.
Wow, what a brick. What a brick.
That was an improvement. Every single lap, you, sir, improved. Okay, so we can jump out of the game. We are here. That was a great lap. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Splen, how did it feel for you? Was it did it bring the competition feelings back, or you were just chilling out there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, you tell me that there's a race to be won, and you tell me I got 3 chances to win it. I'm bringing my A game, Lens. Like this is what I live for, quite literally. So yeah, wow. I pushed as hard as I could for 0 practice, 0 time in this ship. I did my best there, and I feel pretty confident about it. Good times. You know, I will say this much: we did have to fly the Aurora in one of the gravity rust races, so I do have a little bit of practice, but nothing like this.
This is live on the spot. It's like qualifying, right? Like you just have to deliver on the spot.
The best kind of qualifying is live on the spot. Yep, absolutely.
No.
And my heart is racing. Let me check. We are at
nice.
I'm coming down. I'm at 107 BPM right now. I was probably peaking at about 120 or so, maybe 130 during that race. Yeah.
And here I am, totally chill. No pressure, baby.
Here you go. If you race, you could have hypertension like me.
I know. Here's the thing. When Yannick was here, he showed me his hands were like shaking. It's like I can't control it anymore. Like this is so exciting, and yeah. Now, who wants to look at the lap time?
I want to look at the lap time.
Let's go.
I want to see it again, baby.
Let's go to the lap charts, shall we? So Echo's time was 141. Let's have a look at the content creators' lap boats. So their laps. This is. I've had Red, I have had Yannick, Space Coder, Mr. Kraken, Papa Juggernaut. Space Coder got lost, I still haven't found him. Papa Juggernaut crashed a couple of times at the same junction twice. Actually, I forgot to tell you that there's a turn which is called Juggernaut Junction because he crashed at the same spot twice. So
I love turns that are named like that. That's good. That's good.
So the fastest is 145 from Red. And now we shall see where you came in. But before I do that, I have to say thanks to my sponsors Kelto, who are my sponsors, and this lap also has been sponsored by Kelto. Once again, guys, if you want to buy a Pitambu, a cruise, a t-shirt, or as a dodgy reporter once told us, if you want to buy some guns, go Kelto.
I guess.
Dodgy reporters. Go Kelto, and thank you so much to Kelto for sponsoring this lab stream, this lab boat, and next week we will come back with another sponsor. Thank you so much, Kelto. Now, the lap time. Okay? The time that you did the race, this lap in. Echo's time is 141. You, sir, I'll just type below it. We will see what your time is, and if it's faster, we'll move you up. So...
Okay.
You did the lap in. Any guesses? 1.
Any guesses? We had. I think Kelsar said a 126, 127. Yeah.
Okay.
That's.
Kelsar's guess is 127. How about any other guesses in the chat? Any other guesses?
This is 137.
137. What else? What else we have? I think she was timing you or something. Maybe she was timing it.
Me.
I like that. I like that kind of engagement. Is it above or below 4? You need to.
Viticus is 141.
141. Okay. Echo is
no hints, Alex.
Echo was timing. Oh my god.
We'll see how good the timer was.
You know, Echo has her own race timing app, so she was obviously doing that. Okay, very clever. Okay, here we go. 1:30. Are you not just blown away by that? So you did beat her time, but by how much did you do that? You did it in 1:36.034. My God. That's gonna be a challenge for everybody who come here now. Next is gonna be Jacodin. So
Jacodin's good. He's a good racer, and people who love the Aurora, which, you know, there's a surprising amount of racers who love the Aurora. They can come close. I really wanted to get that 135, but I'm happy with what I got. Given no practice, flying a stock brick, I feel good about it. I feel good.
Awesome. This is so cool. Now I just gotta do this. I just gotta do, like, say this. Like, my God, I kind of thought you will go faster because Echo herself said that Splen will be fast. I didn't expect such an amazing performance. Your first lap was 1:38. The first lap you did, that was 1:38.087. The second lap you did, that was 1:37.067. And your third lap is 1:36.034. Now, I feel really sad about this because this is fun, but it's still a beautiful way of looking at how everybody performs when just on the spot. When they change the flight model, this screws up everything for me. So then these times don't matter.
Up everything for everybody. Okay?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, then how do you compare, right? How do you do that? Okay, let's come back to Remain scene. Thank you for doing that amazing lap. That was very, very entertaining. Even in the camera, I could see that, oh, he is going so fast. We're already at the middle of the track. It usually takes a while to get there. Now is the time to have everybody entered. Has everybody entered the competition, the giveaway, so that we can do the giveaway now? Okay,
let's go.
That's a big wheel. I'm so happy there are so many entries. Thank you to Wayne Manfall for supporting this giveaway. This is the first time we have done it. Thank you to everybody who competed. I know in a game like Star Citizen, F55 LMG might not mean anything, but thank you so much for being here and competing in the giveaway. And it'll make me very happy to ask Wayne to send you this gift. So hopefully you kill many Ninetales with this F55. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. All right, it's spinning. Let's see. Thank you so much to Wayne. Okay, Qualsar, Star, Qualsar. Looks like Qualsar. Looks like it. It's Qualsar Prime.
Yo, Qualsar!
Awesome.
I want to believe it was my extra tickets that did it. Let's go.
Oh, great, awesome. Thank you so much. Qualsar is the winner for this giveaway. Okay, now comes the time to close the show. I will love to say thank you and have the final thoughts. But before we do that, can I ask you, Splen, did you enjoy being here today?
Lens, it was a great pleasure of mine to be here today. I am, of course, very honored to have been even asked to participate and to share my love of the game and spread, you know, some of the lore of Splen and the history of racing and everything in between to anybody who watches this now or later. It has been a great honor for me, and I can't thank you enough for the invitation. So thank you. It was awesome. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Thank you, Splen. That means a lot to me, mate. That really does. You're quite well known, and to agree to do this and just be so candid with me, I appreciate that. Now, is there anybody else that, of course, I told you a few of the people that will be coming in racers, but anybody, even in the content creators or in the Star Citizen sphere, is there somebody that you really deep down in your heart, like, I want to see this person come on this show? Who would be your choice?
Okay, let's go into the secret realm of deep diving back into the Star Citizen racing world.
Okay.
I'm going to give a shout out here to the pink giant octopus community. And this is where, this is basically, it's a landing page and maybe even a graveyard kind of for some of the best talent that started racing in Star Citizen. People like Cat 740, people like Ninjetti, who still races today.
Oh yeah,
is one of those old school racers. and even Shive God, one of the world record holders for many pre 3.0 and even some 3.0 patches. Some of the best racers to ever, and long forgotten, but not by me. I would like to see some of them come back. I would like to see some of them wake up from hibernation and come race. I had the pleasure of racing against some of these old school guys for the Ultima LS3 Classics Cup back in 2021. I know Cat 740 was in it, and it was a hell of a race. These guys have passion for the game. They were some of the best and still are. So yeah, like I would like to see that community come back. And if you want, I can drop you a link here to the Pink Giant Octopus Discord, because that is, if you want to know where the seasoned veterans of racing live, it is a secret, and that's where it's at. You know, it's kind of an open secret, but I will go ahead and drop that invite for you. We still occasionally post some videos and stuff in there, but yeah, it's that I would love to see. I would love nothing more than to see some of those staunch pillars of racing that really inspired me. And these are the people that I raced against in multiplayer in 2015, 16, 17, 18. The only ones who were doing it.
Nice.
It was these guys. So yeah, if you want to see some of the real old, some of them long retired Star Citizen racers, that's where you go.
Man, that's exactly what I was hoping to hear. Like, because everybody has different ideas and different connections and different network. So what I'm going to do is I will actually ask you to be my bridge when the time comes, because I have a few of the people already lined up to come on the show, and I also want to keep a balance of content creators and some of the racers. So it needs to be a mix of different kind of guests on the show. I would love to say thanks one more time to you, Splen. Thanks for being so cool. Thanks for being you. And it was a pleasure. And it's a nice way. Now that I know you, you cannot unknow me. I will have your final thoughts now.
Sounds good to me. It's my absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you once again.
And on that Teletorpedo, it's time to finish this episode of A Star in a Reasonably Priced Aurora MR. I'll be back in a fortnight with another guest. Fly safe or crash, I don't know. Put some stripes on your ship. 07.